What? I can't pack that in my checked luggage?
There are 15 things that you should never pack in your checked luggage.
Hey, hello again, and we welcome you to another informative episode of The Adventurous Life of Paul and Diane. But first, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and ring that bell so you never ever miss another exciting episode of Adventurous Life of Paul and Diane. It is very, very important that you do that. Most of you people don't subscribe, so please click that subscribe button for us. You know, there are 15 things that you cannot pack in your checked luggage.
First of all, aerosols are not allowed on planes, and that includes spray paint, air fresheners, and cooking spray. You can bring hairspray, but the cap has to be on tight. So what I would do myself is I would tape it to make sure that it's going to stay tight.
I'm glad we can bring hairspray. It takes a lot to keep this bad boy cropped. Okay, first thing is any device containing lithium metal or lithium ion batteries. If lithium batteries are damaged or the terminals are short-circuited, they may catch fire. For this reason, airlines prohibit them in checked bags. If a lithium battery fire occurs in the plane cabin, flight attendants can respond. But if a fire is in the cargo hold, this is a major problem. And you might think, oh, I don't have any lithium batteries. Oh, but you do. They're found in many common electronic devices such as laptops, smartphones, tablets, portable chargers, cameras, those drones you fly around and spy on people with, vape pens, and lighters.
The next is bug spray. While you are permitted to bring insect repellent that is applied to the skin, you can't pack bug spray that you spray into the air or that you spray at bugs. The next is Christmas crackers. Now you might think that this is something about food, crackers, and why can't I bring crackers? But it actually is a traditional British party favor, and it is a cardboard tube that snaps when you pull them apart. So while seemingly this is harmless, you think that it might be harmless, but it's not. And inside this, it has a trinket and a paper hat, but it also contains a small amount of gunpowder.
I thought you were going to say I couldn't bring my Santa Claus cookies with me.
Yeah, so that's what people think when they hear about Christmas crackers, but that's what it is. It's a trinket thing that the British have, and it has gunpowder in it. So of course you wouldn't want to bring that on an airplane.
Okay, the next thing is compressed gases, which include oxygen tanks, scuba tanks, butane, propane, and other compressed or flammable gases. They're not allowed in your checked bags or your carry-on luggage. If you require oxygen, you must carry a portable oxygen concentrator or ask the airline to provide you oxygen service. Corrosive or oxidizing chemicals. Examples include chlorine, strong acid, paint stripper, drain cleaner, etc. Even hair dye falls into this category.
Yeah, and that's something I never knew, but I'm going to have to make sure I dye my hair before I go on trips and not bring any hair dye with me.
This is all El Natural, baby.
Next, we have extra strong spirits, and that's beverages containing more than 70% alcohol over 140 proof, including grain alcohol and 151 proof rum are not allowed on the plane. The next one is about firearms. Guns are not allowed in checked luggage unless they're unloaded and packed in a locked, hard-sided container and declared to the airlines at check-in. Also, check with your airline about their policy on firearms and carefully read and follow the rules about transporting firearms on planes. Next is fireworks. It's not only the large fireworks that are prohibited, but also the small ones, which include sparklers, poppers, bang snaps, etc.
Hazmat. You're not allowed to bring on a plane any hazardous materials, including radioactive material, poisonous, toxic substances, or flammable liquids. Medical marijuana. Regardless of your state or your destination, policy on medical marijuana use. It remains illegal under federal law. The exception is products that contain no more than 0.3% THC on a dry weight basis or that are approved by the FDA. Mercury thermometer or barometer. Unless you work for a government weather agency, which is pretty much all of us, right? You can't bring this in your check bag. Figure that one out.
I was kind of wondered about that because if a weatherman brings it, it still has mercury in it. So what's the difference between them bringing it or anybody else?
Go figure.
Replicas of explosive or fire-causing devices. It doesn't matter if they are fake or if they are children's toys. Realistic replicas of bombs, grenades, etc. are definitely not allowed in checked or carry-on bags. Replica firearms are okay in checked bags. Next is tear gas. While a small 4-ounce or less container of pepper spray is permitted in checked baggage, as long as it has a safety feature to prevent accidental discharge, self-defense spray containing more than 2% by mass of tear gas are prohibited. Torch lighters. These specialty lighters, which emit a high temperature jet of flame, are not allowed on airplanes at all.
And also be aware that these TSA prohibitions apply specifically to domestic flights. If you're flying internationally, additional rules may apply. Okay, now we're going to talk about what is allowed in your carry-on bags. The best rule of thumb is that anything necessary, valuable, or important should be kept with you. Some of these items, while they are allowed in your check bag, are better off in your carry-on.
This includes prescription medication, passport and travel documents, electronics such as video game systems and computers, cameras, camera film, including Polaroid film, should be checked by TSA agents so it doesn't go through the X-ray machine, jewelry and other valuable items, irreplaceable clothing such as a wedding dress, cherished items such as stuffed animals or family photos, medical or personal items that are difficult to replace. Also, small amounts of toiletries in travel-size containers are also allowed. When Paul and I first started traveling, I didn't know some of the items that you could bring in your checked luggage or what you could bring on your carry-on, so I would look it up and make sure that we were bringing it and putting it in the right suitcase. So I hope these items that we have showed you where they go, that they help you when you travel.
Yeah, please remember these are FAA flight regulations and rules. We don't want anyone getting in trouble, you having any headaches or possible jail time for making these mistakes. I'd like to thank you for joining us for another exciting and informative Adventurous Life of Paul and Diane. But first, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you never ever miss another episode of The Adventurous Life of Paul and Diane. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I used to play around with hearts, hastened at my call. When I met that little girl, knew that I would fall. Poor little fool.